Birds can be very beautiful, and they can be fun to watch. They are part of our environment, and we don't wish them any harm. However, birds can be very destructive to boats. When birds roost on our boats, the mess they leave behind can ruin our fiberglass, gel coat, and paint. In this video, I will show several commercial products showing their benefits and their downsides. I will also show my own personal take and what I do to keep the birds off of my boat. The first thing I did was to hire a professional rigger who went up the mast and installed some bird spikes. Over the last few months, I've spent many hours sewing a new sail cover for my boat. And the last thing that I want is to have birds sitting on that sail cover and doing damage. My solution to the problem is to run a small line that runs about neck height for a bird above the boom. I tied snap shackles onto the end of the line so it's very quick to be able to put up and take down. My next issue was that birds would sit on my solar panels, which overlooks the water, and create a terrible mess. My first attempt was to try fishing line, which I put a lot on. However, the birds still managed to find an edge here or there and still make a mess. It turns out the real solution was to turn the boat around so that the solar panels look over the dock instead of the water, and this keeps the birds off completely, and I have totally removed all of the fishing line, which is much nicer. The birds were not deterred, however, and they just found a new place to roost, which turned out to be the spreaders. My solution was to take 2-foot sections of PVC and put them together in a large T-shape, and then I zip-tied some acrylic bird spikes along the top. I attached the flag halyard about 4 inches down from the top of the T, and then the other end of the flag halyard at the bottom of the T. Then it's easy to haul it up. My PVC T is wide enough that it rides up the mast and the rigging so it stays straight. Also, the balance of it is such that it's easy to get it up and around the spreader. My last challenge was the bow pulpit. As I have turned the boat around, the bow pulpit now faces the water. Taking the same idea that I used on the spreaders, I took PVC pipe and found fittings so I could adapt it to the bow pulpit. And then I zip-tied more bird spikes, and as a result, I have a easy-to-install, quick-to-remove anti-bird system. My solutions may not work for your boat, and so you might want to consider some of the other commercial products. A fake owl seems like a very nice idea. However, I have seen a seagull snuggling up next to the fake owl on this particular boat. This wind-driven rotary device works quite well, that is, when the wind is blowing. Flags and whirligigs can be very inexpensive deterrents. This bouncy wire deterrent does not require any wind. So what do you think? What do you use to deter birds? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching.